Hey guys, it's that time again, and I know I haven't been around for very long recently. It's been really hectic. But hey, it's Humble Choice for the games of July. Hopefully, you guys all had a good July 4th. It's been really chaotic here. Um, but without further ado, let's get into the games and we'll talk about them a little bit. So, Deep Rock Galactic, which is and you get the 65% off Ultimate Bundle coupon, which you can actually upgrade it using that, is a multiplayer first-person shooter mining, or is it third-person shooter? No, it's a first-person shooter, where you play as dwarves. It's 1 to 4 co-op. You have 4 unique classes. Everything's fully, destructible. You have lots of enemies. Everything's kind of coming out of the ground and attacking you while you're also trying to mine for your, whatever it is that you're doing. I have not personally played this yet. It might be something that I'm really going to be into. I don't know. I don't have a lot of friends to play with. But if you're into that first-person shooter, mentality, this is a a $30 game right now. Plus, you get a 65% off coupon for all the downloadable content. Boom, done. Every bit of it. All right. Everything's procedurally generated. And it's actually a really fun game that I've seen people play. So if this is something your style, I say go for it. Next up, we have Hired Gun, Necromunda. So this is supposed to be really, really good. People are saying this is a fantastic game if you leave out the story bits. The gameplay is supposed to be really solid. It's still a $40 game. First-person shooter. They're doing a lot of first-person shooters lately. But it's kind of a Warhammer sort of mentality game, right? You're basically a bounty hunter. You collect bounties, back and forth, do things, stuff like that. Everything's kind of like always going on. It's always advancing. But let's read what the synopsis is. Navigate an ocean of crime and corruption to balance the bloody ecosystem of Necromunda as merciless hired gun. The money's good, the dog's loyal, and the gun's reliable. But can you survive the hunt? Necromunda Hired Gun is an indie, fast-paced, violent, and thrilling first-person shooter set in the darkest reaches of Warhammer 40k's most infamous hive city. For the right price, eliminate the most notorious gangers and mutants. Your armory is a sprawling arsenal. Your body is enhanced with dozens of customizable augments to run on walls, leap over chasms. Your cyber mastiff will sniff out and kill enemies for you, while your grappling hook allows quick, agile traversal of massive environments. So yeah, it's a pretty fun game if you haven't played it. I haven't played it yet, but I have seen people play it, because I always try to keep abreast of all the cool games that are out. Next up, we have Legion 2D2. I have no idea what this is. Is this like a tower defense game? It could be a tower defense game. Alright, endless waves of enemies threaten your king. Assemble your army of over 100 unique fighters, each with its own strengths and abilities. Empower your defenses with auras and spells and change the tides of battle by unleashing powerful mercenary attacks. How many waves can you last before your defense collapses and your king falls? Outwit and break your opponent before they break you. So yeah, this seems like a tower defense game. It's a multiplayer tower defense game. Yeah. Huh. So it looks like you have several different kings that all have their own specific thing. So infinite replayability, no two games are the same. Finely tuned game balance to ensure strategic variety and competitive fairness. 2v2 and 4v4 matchmaking. Play as one of 8 characters. Single player and cooperative campaign. Play as AI modes. Weekly challenges to hone your skills and complete for top score. So yeah, interesting. Legion 2D2 is a sequel to the second most popular Warcraft 3 mod of all time, Legion TD, also known as Squadron TD in StarCraft 2. The top 5 most played Warcraft 3 mods are DOTA, Legion TD, Winter Maw, Footman Frenzy, and Life of a Peasant. Legion TD is proud to hold the silver medal, so they went ahead and made their own game. Interesting. And they even have their little people there. That's nice. Good going, guys. Next up, we have Legend of Keepers. This is something that's been on my mind for a little bit because I have been on a really heavy roguelike kick. And specifically when it comes to like card game roguelikes and RPG roguelikes, I really enjoy them. So it's been on my wish list for a little bit, and it's still $20. So now, hey, guess what? I get to play it. We've got, in this original mix of dungeon management and roguelite, you will lead your career as a dungeon manager. Join the dungeons company and climb the corporate ladder, crush so-called heroes, and protect the company's treasures. Okay, so you're the villain here. Okay. Hire monsters, manage your employees, and stalk your traps. Deal with employee strikes and other fun events. Not at all what I expected. Rogue Defender. Each run will be different, but players will keep some of their master's bonuses between runs. Like we've already mentioned, our game is a mix between roguelite and dungeon management. How did we achieve that? By running mini-tests to find the perfect balance between management and dungeon phases. So, yeah, that sounds awesome. Dungeon phase. First, you will have to plan your defense against a group of adventurers. Check their stats and resistances, then place the best traps and monsters to defeat them. When you think your dungeon is ready, let the crawl begin. You will then be able to watch these heroes die. It's a reverse dungeon crawler. Heroes will move through your dungeon and will trigger the traps you placed. When a group of adventurers encounters a group of monsters you positioned in your dungeon, a turn-based fight will happen. So, that's interesting. Yes, very much so. I will play this. I will definitely play this. I will have fun playing this. I'm going to install this as soon as I download it now, and I may make a video of this because this seems rather good. Next up, we have Lawn Mowing Simulator. I barely mow my own lawn sometimes. Yeah? So, if you like to be calm and soothing, I guess, and mow a virtual lawn in different types of lawn mowing apparatusi, or however that is the plural of, maybe, this might be the game for you. Okay, so now we have Banners of Ruin. This is also another roguelike card game, which I think is awesome. So I will actually play this one because this has been on my wish list as well. So this is assemble your party, answer the call, win the war. The Blackfoots have been dealt a mighty blow by the fearsome House Ender. You must infiltrate their defenses and cut out the rot. Build your deck and fight your way to the city of Dawn's Point with card-based combat and up to 6 members in your party. Characters loyal to your cause have a set of unique cards and abilities that may augment your deck in powerful, exciting ways. Defeat each of the elite opponents in your path to the city's guard captain and cripple the Enders at their core. You and your brethren may fall at this attempt, but there will always be others to carry the torch. House Blackfoot will remember, and they will never relent. Encounter a series of scenarios as you travel through the city which may help you, but at the expense of some moral ground. Alright, so what do we got? We got build your deck by looting, buying and unlocking a myriad of cards. Beavers and bears, or wolves and weasels? Build a party of up to 6 throughout your run to battle your foes. 6 races to explore with unique racial card pools and passives to choose from. Ding! Level up your characters to unlock talent cards and powerful passives that can drastically impact your strategy. Loot. Collect weapons and armor to bolster your ranks with interesting effects and abilities. Interesting. So yes, definitely, this looks rather cool. I will definitely play this as well. Alright, next up we have Yes, Your Grace. I actually think I have this game already. It is a where you basically, you're the king and you sit on the throne and you make, it's a king simulator, right? So, in this kingdom management RPG, petitioners will arrive in the throne room each turn to ask for your advice and assistance, decide whether to help them with their problems or to conserve resources for more important matters. Remember, supplies are limited and not everyone has the kingdom's best interest at heart. Alright, listen to petitioners each turn and decide who needs your support. Aid your family with their personal problems and decide upon their fate. Hire generals, witches, and hunters to aid your efforts. Prepare for battle and make alliances by satisfying the whims of lords and kings. Follow the stories of quirky and determined characters that visit your halls. So, Alright, so yeah, sorry about that. But this seems like a really interesting game. I've played other games kind of like this. It is a kingdom management RPG, so if you're into that sort of thing, this might be something up your alley. It does have very interesting visual aesthetics to it. I like it anyway. Next up, and probably the last game on the list today, is Trudeau Guard. It is a tactical RPG a la the original Fallout games. It contains the story of Adam RPG. It continues the story of Adam RPG, which is also a tactical RPG, right? You recommended to play both of them. This is the fully fleshed out version of the sequel. They made it from the ground up. So it is a standalone story expansion to Adam RPG, a turn-based role-playing game set in post-apocalyptic Soviet Union. It is inspired by classic CRPG titles of the past, such as early Fallout, Wasteland, and Baldur's Gate series. So, 22 years ago, the USSR and the Western Bloc, BLOC, I guess that's something on there, destroyed each other in a nuclear inferno. Millions died instantly, society collapsed, and technology was sent back into the Middle Ages. You are a member of Atom, an organization tasked with protecting the post-apocalyptic remnants of humanity. 2 years ago, you, a rookie agent of Atom, were sent on a dangerous mission into the Soviet wastes. As a result, you uncovered certain information about a new threat that could potentially destroy the struggling remnants of humanity. In Adam RPG, Trudeau Guard, it's terrible, my pronunciation of the word, so I apologize. Your goal is to travel to a giant post-apocalyptic metropolis. I am having terrible trouble with my words today. Metropolis that withstood the test of nuclear obliteration and social collapse. There you must find what is thought to be humanity's last hope in fending off the menace from outer space. Trudeau Guard features start a new game with a new character or continue playing as your Adam RPG character. For this, you must make a save file after beating Adam RPG's last boss and upload it into Trudeau Guard via a helpful menu. Nice. So that seems really interesting. I really hope you enjoy Adam RPG Trudeau Guard. So, these are really interesting. Like, I would play this one. I wanted to play Adam RPG for a long time. I just never really got around to doing it. I just never bought it. So, let's see. Exclusive member DLC discount for Deep Rock is what we have. And this month's charity is Active Minds. They usually post a video here, but it doesn't look like they have very much of a video to go off of. But Active Minds is the nation's premier nonprofit organization supporting mental health awareness and education for young adults. Active Minds does not endorse nor aid in the selection of the games in this month's Choice membership. So, what that means, as always, 10% of your purchase goes to Active Minds. It's always good to get really good games and also donate to charity. Some very, very good things here, guys. So as always, these are your games for Humble Choice. Let me know which games you're going to be playing. And let me know if there's something that you would like to see, because I would love to play some of these. But I know for my personal interest, Legend of Keepers, Banners of Ruin, and I might go ahead and get Trudeau Guard a try. Maybe Yes Your Grace. I don't know. But until then, guys, until I can get some actual more content up, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.